So you have an upcoming fight.
Yeah.
How is training for that type of fight different, if at all, from training for the Olympics?
The Olympics is 3 rounds.
Okay.
3 rounds. And you fight days back to back to back. Professional, you have one opponent. You spend weeks and months getting ready for this opponent. We get to go 10 rounds instead of 3.
Okay.
If you don't knock them out,
Right.
And it's in front of so many more people. And there's so much more to do. Like, I got to be part of the promotion. I got to promote the fight. I have to do interviews. I have to also train. I still have to eat right. I have to eat better than I ate when I was younger because now I'm older, right? So it's so many things that's different now that the Olympics and being professional are 2 different things. Like, I think being in the Olympics is more fun and being professional. It's fun, but you have more free time, but it's just way more stuff to do. Way more stuff to do.
And now you have promoting a new film coming out at the end of the year. How are you preparing for that?
Honestly, I'm just waiting on them to give me the schedule so when we can start doing the premieres, honestly.
Have you seen any of the film yet?
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay. Thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, praise? Favorite part?
There we go.
Loosely.
Yeah.
Loosely. Don't give too much away. More so.
It is, honestly, the whole movie was my favorite part. I watched it and I was just loving how Ryan Desson's boxing skills were. She looked really good. That was one of my main concerns. Like, oh, I hope this is not like a Rocky type of deal.
Right.
And I watched it. I was like, oh, she trained for real. She trained for real. This is good. It's just so much about the movie I could talk about so much. But only thing that I think that maybe I didn't, if I said that I didn't like something, it would be that it didn't show me at church any.
Okay.
And that was one thing that definitely helped me get to where I got to. Like, I was always at church. Like, I don't think I missed like a Sunday unless I was out the country or whatever. But I was always at church, always praying. It was always a constant battle between myself and my brain of like, do you want to grow better or do you want to stay stagnant? And I always told myself like, growth, be better, be stronger, be less angry, like work on all these flaws that you have and just be a better person for yourself. And I was always on that. So I think it shows some of, me and my diary and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a really great movie. Like it really gets down to the nitty gritty of it. If you don't understand me, I think you'll have a better understanding after watching the movie.
How does it feel, or how did it feel when you heard that people wanted to do a film about you and your life and your story?
I wasn't shocked.
Okay.
I wasn't shocked. This will not be the only movie. This is just, one of the first. I was very hesitant to even do it because I have a documentary called T-Rex where they actually followed me for so many years of my life, and I just like get that camera out of my face so many days. And then to see that the movie was getting remade with somebody else playing me, I was like, I want to be portrayed like the great person and the great fighter that I am. I don't want no Rocky type of movie,
Okay.
At first when I heard it was Ryan Destiny, I was like, hold on, like, you see the guns? I ain't see no guns. I didn't see no guns on Ryan Destiny when I looked her up. So it was really one of those things where I had talked to Rachel. She was like, look, we audition people, and she was by far the best. And I would talk to Ryan on the phone all the time.
Okay.
Like, all the time. She would call me when she was doing certain scenes, like, what was your relationship with your mom like? What was like the feelings you used to have? Because they're telling me this, but I want to hear it from you. And I'm like, oh, no, that's not, I didn't hate my mom, no. But it was like, she knew how to, when you tell her the emotions, she knows how to portray those emotions.
Right.
Like, when I'm watching the film, I feel like I'm watching myself. And I'm like, that's not me, though. But it is. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I always say that life is a movie. I always say that. You never know where the cameras are rolling at. You never know where they're at. But there's gonna be plenty more movies. I just like, this is just.
So what's the next movie?
I mean, I won the Olympics twice. Yes,
ma'am.
And then I won. Right now, I'm 13-time world champion, 3-time undisputed champion. Only boxer in history to hold these records. I'm the first woman to win an ESPY, a Boxer of the Year. So it's gonna be plenty more movies.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say plenty, but this is one. I give it 2, 3, 4, about 5.
Okay.
5. They're gonna make like some little mini movies because it just keeps getting bigger and better. Like when when the first movie, I don't know if it showed that I became a millionaire when I was like 27, 26 years old, stuff
young.
like that. But to see where I actually came from and see that I was able to even accomplish that, it's a really big deal.
That is a big deal. And speaking of money, I read that you have championed to close the wage gap for female athletes. Why was that important? And also, how did you find out, and when did you find out that you were making less? What was that experience like?
I have to say, start first. The fight for equality started way before I turned pro.
Okay.
It was in the amateurs, and I had won the world championships, I had won the Pan Ams, and we had guys on the team who would just say like, oh, I make $3,000 a month, or I get paid this a month, and I'd be looking at them like, really?
Yeah.
And it'd be like, I've been undefeated for the last 4 years. Last 3 years, I'm not getting paid that. So when you get to asking those questions, like, why is he getting paid that? And then they say, oh, this. I'm like, well, that's not equal. And honestly, we're going to be fair. If I'm winning more tournaments and I'm more accomplished, honestly, I should be getting paid more.
That part.
So as you start speaking those things, and sometimes it's not that people are sexist, it's that they just have to be brought to their attention, and it got to make sense. And it was like, it does make sense. If I'm winning every tournament and he's losing every tournament, he shouldn't make more money than me. Simple.
Period.
It wasn't like I was getting second, I was getting first place in everything. So if I can get first place in every tournament, Continentals, Pan Ams, World Championships, USA Nationals, all this stuff, I can come first. And then I'm also a returning Olympic champion. Let's make it make sense. So they were like, wow, you're right. And then we also had a organization of USA boxers who formed a team together it was like kind of like a USA boxing rights. You know, like they also fought for our rights and fought for us to get paid too, especially the women. I know Fran Chine used to be on the board, and she played a part in me getting I believe I was getting paid $5K a month leading up to the Olympics.
Okay.
But it wasn't that at first. We had to literally fight for that. So turning pro, where the pay gap is way, way larger, it was like, what do I do to change this? You can't just yell, pay me money, pay us equal. It's like we have to show our worth. So that's just what I've been doing, is showing our worth. Fighting at the big venues, taking the big fights, going out the country, getting the numbers, showing the ratings, like putting the word out there, because if they don't know, they don't know. And I'm almost at 1 million followers on Instagram. You may not think it means a lot, but it means a whole lot.
Yeah.
Like it means a whole lot. And with that, now I'm fighting in arenas that hold 18,000. Last time I fought at LCA, 12,000 came. I'm fighting at LCA again next month. I believe 18,000 will come. So it's just showing that, hey, we gotta keep building, and the more that we build, the more that we do, the more that we can say, okay. Because I told them when I turned pro, we're gonna fight for equal, not only just equal pay, but equal fight time, equal opportunity, equal promotion. If you promote the guys' fights 12 weeks, you're gonna promote the girls' fights 12 weeks, the world championship fights.
Seems fair to me.
Right, because they will tell you, oh, well, you only got 500,000 views and this guy got 1.2 million. And it was like, well, yeah, you promoted his fight 12 weeks and you promoted mine 6.
Right.
Like, it'd be different if you make everything equal and then we do the math. But you can't say, okay, we're going to promote this 3 months and then promote this a month and a half and then be like, oh, yeah, we can't give you this because you didn't get the ratings. And it was like, well, I didn't get the ratings because you guys didn't promote it.
What artist or song gets you in the zone right now?
You wouldn't even believe, but right now I'm like strictly gospel right now.
That's
like,
okay.
It's a lot of gospel music. I See Miracles. I wish I could tell you her name. I just started getting hip to her. I think it's Shakina. But I See Miracles. I love Tasha Cobbs Leonard.
Okay.
Her music. Some Kirk Franklin.
Okay, whatever. If it's the spirit that moves you, then that's what drives
Yeah, right
you.
now has been like a lot of gospel. I don't know why. You know, but What Sound Baby, have you heard that song?
No, but that's okay. I'm gonna listen to it as soon as we
That's by,
leave.
I think, 49 Rob or something like that, Rob 49.
Okay.
But that song get me moving, and then a song called Move by Mellow Bucks. It's a twerking song. But really right now it's like a lot of gospel, but I do have my ones where I'm like, let me just get my energy up. And then we all love Prince. Prince, Prince, I Would Die For You is always on my playlist.
We just saw you do a spar, which I heard you say that you were tired after the first 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Why? How could you be tired? You look phenomenal and like in the best shape ever.
One, you don't never let them see you sweat, and that's why they don't know I'm tired. I know I'm tired, but I've been training. I'm getting ready for my fight, but this is Colorado Springs, so training in Michigan where there's no altitude, and then you come here where there's a lot of elevation. The air is thinner, so it makes it harder for you to breathe. Like your body may feel good, but your lungs are like dang near suffocating the first couple days or a week that you get here. So I really couldn't breathe, but that was here or there. I still gave her some good rounds and showed my class, she showed her class.
In the ring you said, why are you doing all that yelling?
I just talk trash.
Do you think that has that helped you in the past to win?
No, I don't never talk in fights. Like I always talk in sparring.
Okay.
I talk in sparring just to keep the girls up, to make them come do more. You know, I usually talk more trash than that. But the thing is, I don't make nobody uncomfortable. She is our Olympian. She's going to the Olympics representing us, and I am team her. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
So inside the ring, it was like I wanted to be competitive, but I didn't want her to feel like, it was even a point. I think I hit her with a good punch, and I had to check myself. Like, no, we're gonna taper back some because she is representing us, and I want her to go to the Olympics in full health.
Okay.
Not hurt. I'm a little bit bigger than her anyway. Okay. So I'm gonna let me pull back some and just really let her work, and I'll just make it competitive. You know what I'm saying? But I have no problem with doing that because I had people do that for me when I was in the Olympics.
So I love the mentorship. I love the sisterhood and the camaraderie. I love how you said team her. Why was it important for you to give her this opportunity and this mentorship and this practice?
I believe that representation is everything. I didn't know that I could be, this big, strong, black, athletic woman until I seen Serena Williams. Even though she played tennis, it was like I wanted to be her. Yeah. So I know that a lot of the girls here, majority of them, they want to be me. They want to be like me. They want to be better than me. So I want to always represent that, and just whatever tips that they need, if I can give some insight to help them win and be better, I'm honored to do that. Like, there is no hate or jealousy in my blood. Like, I want to see, if you want to see yourself win, I want to see you win, especially if you're part of Team USA, because the Olympics is USA versus everybody. You know how they say, like, Detroit versus everybody? Yep. Well, it's USA versus everybody.
Who helped you? You spoke of Miss Serena. Who helped you in your mentorship coming up?
Honestly, Andre Ward.
Okay.
Andre Durrell, he was a bronze medalist for the USA in boxing. Andre Ward was our last male Olympic Gold Medalist. At the beginning, Layla Ali was, she was very to me a big sister mentorship type of deal. It just when I turned pro and then they started making comparisons, I guess that kind of offended her a little bit. So. But she gave me some great insight too, as far as the mentorship. But it was really like a lot of males who was sewing into me and telling me how great I was and what I could do and stuff like that.